The story of Milo C. Jones. Milo C. Jones was just an average farmer in the Midwest, just like everyone else in those days. He would plant his crop, reap the harvest, manage the field year on year, sell the crop, and just live by as most ordinary people would in many states across the world. Until disaster struck, in the sense that he was no longer able to do the physical work that he's able to do because following an accident, he got paralyzed and incapacitated in a way that he wasn't able to do anything at all. But one thing kept triggering in his mind, and that was that his mind was still sound. And because he had a positive mental attitude, he figured that even though he was physically incapacitated, but mentally he was just as sharp as anything. So he wanted to separate this health in terms of his mental and mind capacity and health versus the physical, which he was no longer able to do. So he kept thinking that he had grand ideas and he didn't want to die poor. And just because he had this limitation physically, he could still use his mind for success. So he came up with a plan, a grand plan, and his idea amongst his friends and family was that he would deliver and tell them his plan, and they would help him to deliver it physically, which something that he wasn't able to do personally. So he outlined his plan, and basically he decided to plant corn on the field, a lot of corn on the field, and then get pigs, so harvest the corn and feed it to the pigs. And once the pigs had grown to a relatively big fat size, they would kill them and make them make little pig sausages out of it, and that's essentially how he managed to build his empire. So he built this big company making small sausages out of the pigs and the corn that he had grown. So the story just goes to show that even though we may have limitations physically or in other ways, but if we can keep the mental sharpness, we can still achieve great things in life, because all the people around us, they can help us to achieve our goals as long as we can use our mind with that plan. Because physically, if you work as a team with everyone and people around you, they can be able to help you deliver what it is that we have. So limitations physically, should not be excuses or disadvantages to stop us from achieving greatness that we are all destined to. So I hope you take that message out there. Make sure you get to use the sharp mind that you have to conquer any limitation that you may have, just like in the story of Milo C. Jones. So I hope you go out there, experience, learn, and grow, and get to use that great mind of yours. Until next time, cheerio.